Hi everyone. Today is day 7 of my 30-day challenge of no TikTok, no Instagram, no Facebook. And I want to share my journey with you. Um, it's been very challenging. As we all know, how social media can fry our brains. And I've realized in this past 7 days that it's dangerous. It is really, really dangerous. Not only is it dangerous, but it steals so much of our time. It steals so much of our real life connection out here in the world with other human beings. It steals our creativity and it steals our nervous system. And it was very challenging for me. It was really challenging. The first day it was easy. It's like, okay, boom, I'm doing it. I'm excited. Yes, let's go. And then comes the second day, and you wake up, and the first thing you do, the habits that you have built for yourself, you're like, wait a minute. I did this every day, grab my phone, scroll for an hour or two. What have I been doing to myself? So I start asking myself questions like, instead of scrolling for an hour in the bed every morning, what can I do with that time now? Because not only did social media steal my time, but I gave it away freely. I had to look inside myself and you need to take accountability, Geveve. You did this to yourself. We cannot just blame social media and the algorithms for doing what they're doing to us because we give it freely away. So that second day was hard for me. I had to lay in the quiet, in the silence. My brain didn't want to. My brain needed that dopamine. It needed the doom scrolling. And I was like, wait a minute. This is an addiction. And then I reminded myself and I thought to myself and I was like, I've been through this. This is not the first rodeo. And immediately, I started thinking of the routines that I've built during my first sobriety months. The routines that I built. What did I do in the first week of my sobriety? And I had to remind myself that we didn't have freedom then because we were in the pandemic lockdown. So I couldn't even go for walks. There were days that I could go for walks, but it was so empty. The streets was empty. There was no performance for everybody out there. It's just you. So what am I going to do with that first 7 days? So I went back to my playbook, the book that I created. So instead of scrolling and doom scrolling, I laid down there in the silence. I gave myself permission to just be quiet. And it was hard. It was really hard. The silence felt like I felt isolated. I felt trapped. But it started getting easier. Day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. It started getting easier. Now I don't look at the silence like it is something I have to run away from. It's something that I embrace now. That I get to give myself 30 minutes of silence every morning before I give my time and myself away to an algorithm, to strangers on the internet. I get to spend time with myself, and that's an honor. So yeah, the first 7 days was hard. My only focus was my mind, my emotions, and my nervous system. That's all I needed to focus on. I didn't have to start writing novels or work on my clothing brand or get busy. No. By getting busy, you're running away from the silence. Just sit in it. Just be present. Be with yourself. Enjoy your own time. Fall in love with yourself again. Fall in love with your voice. Here I am again, talking to myself because I'm falling in love with my voice. And I did it. It was hard, guys, but I did it. I started preparing breakfast for myself instead of going to the coffee shop and buy me a sandwich or a slice of lemon blueberry bread, which is my favorite. I cooked, like, I just finished, what do you call this? Oats. And this is a cute bowl that Margot made for me, and she gifted to me for Christmas a few years ago. I started noticing the small things. Wow, look at this beautiful bowl that Margot made for me. She thought about me when she made it. It was special, and I never treated it that way. Now I sit and I write notes in the morning. I have a beautiful pen my boss gave me, and it says, "Be the difference." I start noticing the small signs that the universe is giving me every day. So instead of going to the coffee shop and scrolling on my phone, I'm having a conversation with my favorite barista about sewing machines. And because I'm also a sewist, like I enjoyed the conversation. Strangers would sit next to me and wish me Happy New Year and just say to myself, like, I'm glad I met you today. And I'm like, wow, thank you. And I always thought that I was so alone. I always thought that I don't have any community, that I am rejected from every community or every person that I try to build community with, or, you know, but I'm not. The world is my community. The world out there, all I have to do, all Viva have to do is go out there. Go spark a conversation with a stranger. Because you, Viva, can have a conversation with anybody, with the homeless person, with the president of your country. You can do it because you've already done it. That's who you are. Reminding myself of the powerful person that I am, the powerful woman that I am. It's cold outside in Chicago today. And this morning when I woke up, the birds were chirping outside my window. And I was like, wow, springtime is coming. And we all know what springtime means. It's the beginning of new seasons. It's birth. Everything is new. Everything is growing. What are you going to do when springtime comes? Are you going to be doom scrolling or are you going to be growing? So yeah, I'm excited to see what the next week is going to be and look like and feel like. Because this first week, I had to focus on my mindset, my thoughts. And I did that. So my next week, I'm looking forward, which is starting tomorrow, I'm looking forward to working on my body. Whether that is going back to my first year sobriety playbook. I started listening to Zumba. I started joining Zumba classes online. I was out there in my living room dancing. I had fun. I had fun. If I can have fun in the pandemic, I can have fun while I have freedom too. So yeah, I'm not working in the mornings right now, and I love my job schedule. I only work in the afternoon. So instead of trying to rush into creating and designing and calling business partners and manufacturers in Pakistan, no, I'm not going to do that right now. Well, I did a little bit, but not too much, okay? So I'm going to turn my speaker on and join a Zumba class. Not just any Zumba class, but I'm going to look for a community of Zumba class so I can join them. And that's what I'm going to do. So this next week, I'm going to be dancing, girl. I'm going to be dancing. I'm going to set myself free through music and vibrations and frequency, and I'm going to enjoy myself. So yeah, that's all.